Hello, it is about that time again, and then we are here on Focus 94.3 FM. It is a favorite show, The Counselor's Corner. Yes, today, of course, my guests and my panelists are here with me. We will be diving through what we have for you today. It is a very delicate one, and so don't touch your dial. You just stay tuned and call your friend to call your friend. In fact, if you want to see their beautiful faces, in fact, as well as mine, just go to Focus 94.3 FM on Facebook and then join us to stream live. We are here for you. Don't worry. Of course, I have my finest my finest producer here with me in the name of Stephen and Cancer, who's doing all the things that he's supposed to do. So make sure that this program be a success. My name remains Gela Official, and stay tuned. We will be back.
She mess up my the mind, oh. Give me your money where I take for. Baby, I go there for. Yo, you was my mind. Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for. Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for. Cause this love is joy. No, me joy. Cause this love is joke. No be joke. Cause this love is joke. No be joke. This love is joke. No be joke. They give me vibes, cause you want my body. They tell me lies, but not story. If you love me once, up is honey. Me and I'm Johnny. Show me the money. I see it, that's so engineer. Yes, so engineer. I see it, yes, that's so engineer. Yes, so engineer. Cause this love is joy.
Hey, it's not Joker. Yes, this is actually from Safer featuring Mr. Joe. This life is not a joke, and obviously it's not a joke because we have something very delicate to be sharing with you today. Just stay glued to your seats and then turn on the radio. In fact, turn on the volume of the radio to the last part because you have to let other people also listen to what we have for you today. And of course, 94.3 FM on Facebook is where you can stream live. I know you may have your comments comments coming in, and then it is so much welcome. Don't worry. 0575-943-943 is the message counter. Would I be in WhatsApp or a normal message? But I'll prefer normal message to WhatsApp because there are no messages in the dorsal WhatsApp. What do I say? Yes. And so 0575-943-943. Let me welcome my guest. My guest, will be fine. Will be I fake him. Hey, when you're my home friend, I am idea. So to my guest, I would like to make them introduce themselves from female first. In fact, I know they be a mocha. So, Abba, introduce yourself.
As you actually said.
How can I hear you well? Come again.
I said, as you rightfully said, my name is Araba.
Okay, and then
Kaka Delokuni Felix.
Kaka Udine me day boni bio as a boy as a mood dress a minister for
Kaka Delokuni Felix.
Kaka Delokuni
Felix.
Felix.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on the show. Right here on Focus 94.3 FM. We are here and to discuss about second things that is confronting students, and then as peer counselors we are here on every Thursday at 7 p.m. and today I think as far as KNS is concerned today I'll ask my producer. I wouldn't have to make a fast decision, but I'm sure today might be our last but one before we go. I don't know, my producer will communicate it to us before we end the show today. But of course we have a great topic to be discussing about today: the surge in abduction of youth sexual organs and our interactions with scammers. The surge in abduction of youth sexual organs and our interaction with scammers. Abductions across this country for quite a long time. In fact, today I was listening to my TV set, and then it was like they were having a program about it, and then one man said it is not easy because in Ghana at first we didn't know anything about shedding blood. Yes, and we don't know where it is emanating from. In fact, all of a sudden people in Ghana are shedding blood and we don't know. And I excuse my French, he made mention of a neighbor country here in Africa who is actually bringing that back, because I'm on radio and I can't abide in that fact. I don't want to mention the country, but I think yes, Ghana wasn't like this. I don't know what has happened actually. Shedding blood, abduction of youth sexual organs, and mostly with the females and all that. So basically that is what we are coming to discuss about today. Have you heard of any issue or any news about that?
Yeah, I think a few weeks ago or a week ago, there was this incident that's a chance on my Joy Online.
Okay.
It had to do with a level 300 student.
Okay.
By name Nana Ama Clarks.
Level 300 students.
Yes.
Of which school?
Of Cape Coast Technical University.
Oh.
It was a sad one because it's one of those stories that actually shocks you all of a sudden. You feel that your heartbeat moves, even though you might not know this person on a personal level, and it goes on to tell us how serious it's becoming.
Okay.
So yes, that incident is really a shocker. Yeah.
So you actually Cape Coast Technical University student.
Yes.
So she died.
Yeah, she's gone. A beautiful life just gone.
What about you, Araba? Have you heard of an incident like this before?
I think that's the same story he's talking about.
Okay.
And I think 2 days ago, someone posted like a video like that. I didn't really watch the video because I felt it was quite sensitive. But then with the comments people were giving, it was like this one was not only females, like males were parts. So they cut.
Yeah, they're also taking males parts. Hey,
a male looking at his fellow male.
Oh, the other.
Only God knows. Then they cut your head first. Then they take off your private parts for their own. Yes.
This is very serious. This is very, very, very serious. In fact,
I don't know if you recount a situation where there was this man in is it Sunyang Abesim or so? It's a town there where this man actually kept human parts in the fridge. I don't know
Wow.
if you heard of that story.
Asunyan.
Yes. There's it's not so it's a recent one, right? Yes.
Sunya is in Ghana.
Yes. Sunyang in Ghana.
What is happening to
But
Yes.
I think this one is worldwide because I saw a communique. I don't know if it's an original one, but it was from WHO.
Okay.
Talking about organ trafficking. That of late, there's so much organ trafficking going on. People are selling body parts, like just like that. So I think it's something that is becoming a thing worldwide. I don't know.
Well, that is something that is becoming very, very upset. And in fact, as people here in the country, in fact, pandemic has come to sweep so many people away. And then human being is also killing human being just like that. In fact, I am very concerned about this too because 2 years ago I had an issue. In fact, my friend had an issue. Would I call her my friend or something? It's actually a churchmate who had an issue like that, and it was so upset. Churchmate. In fact, when you see someone you know lying down like dead, and then part of her body is being cut away, you will feel it. Right? You understand? Wow. Well, you are still right here with us on Focus 94.3 FM. Today we are discussing the surge of abduction of youth organs, like taking away of youth organs, and then our people, in fact, our scammers and our fraudsters, the people who use who do money rituals. I'm sure these people are the people who are actually taking these. In fact, you wouldn't have to come and take my private part just like that and go and put it in the fridge for what, unless you are using it for something beneficial to yourself. But that is why we are here. And then your comment is very, very, very welcome to over 0575 943 0575 943 943. Before we come to the discussion proper, let's go for a quick commercial break from Tilapia Guy. When we are back, we will search into the communication proper. Focus 94.3 FM is right here with you. Stay tuned.
Are you hungry or craving for a delicious brunch, lunch or supper? Looking for the place where you get the best and affordable yam chips with crispy gizzard, banku and tilapia, potato chips with gizzard to eat? Then the Tilapia Guy is the right place for you. We serve you with the best delicious meals at a cool and affordable price. Locate us in Kote in front of Developer Hostel on the Flint Hostel Road, KNUST. The Tilapia Guy serves brunch, lunch and supper to all students, lecturers, families and friends in and around campus. We also take orders for general parties, funerals, birthdays, weddings and engagements. You can reach us on 0594 649 557 or 0244 774 213. You can also follow us on IG and all social media platforms at The Tilapia Guy. The Tilapia Guy, home of affordable banku and grill tilapia.
Benkuba, Shishina Benkuba, and the enemy and she me G3 1 pepe.
Well, we are back, and that was a quick commercial break from Tilapia Guys. That is the sponsors for today. And then, yes, of course, we are here at 94.3 FM with Focus, with Counselor's Corner. My producer is starting right here with me, making sure everything goes on very well. And then your messages keep on coming. We'll be featuring it very soon, and then we'll be reading on Choose You. And of course, as I said again, my finest and double finest guests and panelists is here with me, come to delve through what we have for you today. We are actually talking about the surge of adoption of human body, mostly ladies. In fact, Araba has made me understand that it is all, not only ladies. But what actually causes these? What actually bring about all these? Because I don't know why I'm giving birth to my daughter, my son, and then one day I'm going to see my daughter in the bush, lying down in the bush, and then her private father has been cut away. That would be very sad. What actually brings this?
Well, I think most
Coming in.
Most of the time, it has to do with the fact that we have a growing youth that is more of eager to become rich.
Money tests.
Yes, to become rich all of a sudden. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what you have is that you have youth who care less the means by which they are able to make it. Okay, they sort of brand it as a hustle.
What is 70 years now?
Right? Yes.
They have actually a click like that. What is 70 years now?
So if you can enjoy for a brief period of time, have everything you can imagine of, so all the fantasies you ever dream of coming live in front of you before you die, then why not go for that? Because already you grow old and then what? You die at 70
still die.
and then you
at the end of the day you've come to suffer in this world.
You suffer up to 70 years and then you die. When you can even enjoy and then you die. So most youth are resorting to rather having all their desires within a short period of time. Even if they die, they don't care.
So Araba, with what Kaka said, do you buy into the idea that is it okay for them at least?
It's not their fault. So most people, they don't have aim and they've lost their purpose in life, in my opinion. Because now people make life look like, okay, so you are giving birth to, go through the process of school, work, get married, enjoy life, die. But there's more to life than that.
Exactly.
People don't seek for the reason why they are here. They came. Someone created you to come and do something. Then you want to come and do your own thing. Like
they came and follow.
They came to come and create their own purpose. That's why all these things are happening. And me like this, when I just get angry. Like the way people have rebranded life. Come in school, enjoy life. At the end of the day, then die. But there's more to that, and it's just the way they don't care the means which they'll get the money from me. Like they just don't care. Like someone can look at it and stab you. Hey.
Yes, that is what I say. In fact, I buy into the idea with the man. What the man was saying this afternoon on my TV set when I on it, it was like Ghana didn't know that. In fact, as although me but then the age I'm a and then at first I feel that it is becoming rampant right now. Although one or two cases might have happened previously, but it is being searched as we have reframed the topic like this, because I don't know and I don't remember the last time I heard it, when maybe last 10 years ago, but this time, in fact, on our castle, WHO Cramponso is saying something like that. So who should we blame? Araba, who should we blame?
No, you don't have anyone to blame actually, but in a way I feel like lack of proper parental care. But I know sometimes there's this I will not get it right, but then there's this saying, she say nyamene etete uba o say then say what it uba ya about it nyamene etete o say. But if you try your best, if it's not working, you pray for your child.
But actually saying God works through human. Yes, and so one other nipa yes. And then I'm sure that God has given us our will. And so onto the path that you will drive for your will is most important.
Like the abashana the beshe ubano. I'm not so fluent in She also don't understand.
Or being cast for the country.
So like it is the kind of training you give your child from the onset.
Right.
You see, like my mommy always says this thing, that if a child is from 0 to 7 years and then you give the child that free will, when the child goes, the child don't respect again.
Exactly.
But then at the age of 0 to let's say 9, you're strict on the child. The child knows that this is my mother there, she's so strict.
He has a mother. Everything, he has a mother.
But then when she gets to the age of let's say 13, then you start calming down. So she knows that you are not really like that. You did that because you wanted the best. But here like the case where now they said like your womanhood depends on the number of children. That is their perception. The number of children you have and those things. So like they pride their children. They make their children like God. Especially if the child is the first child to go to school. Stop. Like they don't come and talk my child's matter, and because of that, the children are spoiling, and then they are not talking about it because they feel like, and most, sorry to say, but most especially those parents who didn't really like go to school, when they see their children going to school like that, they feel like they know, like Akulani Nimdoye or no
Exactly.
So the child knows what the child is doing. So they tend to follow that. If you come to say, now back to school, like me, my child has gone to
Exactly.
school, she's doing this. So even if the child comes home with, let's say, you know that as you are their mother, you can't give your child money that can buy car.
Sure.
But your child will come home with car, and then they'll start praising the boy. Hey, my son has done this. So don't even ask the whereabouts, because after all, if the woman asks that, oh, my son, I want this, she'll get it.
It's overwhelming. Like, as that you are in university, maybe at the age of 20 to 25, still staying in the university, what work did you do to accumulate about 40,000, 50,000 to buy a car? Even as my stream Benz like 1.5 billion, and then these people will just ascertain it and then bring it to the house, and their families will be like, okay.
Sometimes it's grace. Sometimes
grace, like what?
No,
how does grace work in this way?
Sometimes, literally, sometimes some people start businesses and then God just prospers them.
Honestly, if you are doing business and I am your parent, I will see it. So where is that business that you're? In fact, you see, I'm the host here, but so, let's try and understand life in that perspective. In fact, not that we have accumulated the sense or the knowledge that I was our bread and son, not that. But even in the Bible, you have to till the land before you get it. Exactly. You can't just wake up like that and then you are affluent.
There are principles,
yes, so there are principles in life, and so you have to start from somewhere, do certain things before you. In fact, in Africa like this, so you wouldn't travel, and then you are staying here in Ghana or in Africa like that, so maybe for you to become affluent, it might even take you more than 15 to 20 years in work or in business before you can get it. Because in business now, you are working on so many things before now, until say when this grace has come in the next 5 years. Because when the grace is coming in, God will know this is what you do. When God wants to give you something, He knows that this is what you do, and then so Mame Famfaha,
He will bless you.
Exactly.
God won't just bless if you're not doing anything.
So your son brings home a Ford Mustang.
Me, my son.
Yes.
His father buys for him, don't worry.
Kaka, your son brings home a Ford Mustang. Your son who has not completed university brings home a Ford Mustang. What will you do to him?
I will want to question the source of his all of a sudden wealth, because if it's not coming from me, then where is it coming from?
I know you're not working.
You get it. But then let's not forget the mental state these young ones go through. Okay. Now they have friends who probably are into it. And are showing them the other part of life. Okay, where you can have everything you desire.
Sure.
They have people, they refer to them as chairman. Okay, people they look up to. So these young ones who minds have been what? Diluted. Okay, so they have their minds fixed that, oh, I have to make it. No one will. So the preaching they have is this: no one will make you rich. No one will feed you. So you have to make
yourself rich.
This life yourself.
By best to differ.
Okay. That is the ideology these so-called chairmen or these so-called people they associate themselves with, and they see them as the big men. And then you wouldn't it will shock you that the 25-year-old boy's chairman is 26 years. Yes, and the truth is that usually he's already suffering. Okay, let's not ignore that fact. Okay, we are in the states where a lot of young ones, I find it very difficult. Okay, most of us sometimes. We might not be in that situation, okay, but there are people who are really going through difficult times. Okay. So when some of these difficult times hit them, and no one is there to help them, to coach them, and the parents are not aware, are not looking, okay, to be able to coach these young ones, then they can easily be influenced. Okay.
If your parents are not aware, that means your difficulty is not difficulty. Difficulty is in stages.
Okay.
Despite has a difficulty.
Yes.
He that is
Oh,
there.
yes.
he has
In
a
fact, if
difficulty.
there is difficulty in the house, your parents should be aware that
Yes.
I'm fighting for this child.
Yes.
Me bre ansana bi amenye bibia manedi.
And then with the difficulty I'm talking about, maybe you are saying maybe the child has a difficulty in. Do you know the ethos? Do you know their difficulty? They want to sit. Their difficulty is, I need iPhone 13. I'm not getting it.
Exactly.
Gucci bag. I don't have it. This is a difficulty. That's
No,
what. No, that is what they literally
I
tell
am
me.
not. I'm not downplaying that. Okay, okay. But then, let's be honest. There are people with genuine issues, even on campus.
Do you know that those with genuine
I like the place
Yes.
that you are picking it from. I like
those
it.
genuine
Yes.
issues, normally those with genuine issues, like maybe they suffer to get food to eat or those things, maybe fee paying, like maybe in terms of fee, those with genuine issues, if you study them, they don't go about busting themselves around. Seriously,
What?
they don't get themselves.
My part.
involved.
I want to let him establish.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. My part is not that they boss themselves around. All right. I'm just trying to say that if you are hit by serious situation where you don't have
Am I forced to
anything
do
eat,
certain things that
okay,
you are not ready
yes.
for? Okay.
So this he has nothing to eat. Okay, he's in a situation where
They will defer you if you
there are people who are enjoying life.
Exactly.
Okay, who can afford to eat every day. Okay, he has this friend who is able to what? He has a car. Okay, as you rightly mentioned, he has bought himself probably a Mustang, a Ford Mustang. All right, a student driving himself. All right, so what makes you feel that he will not be easily influenced if a student who is already self-established, he doesn't know where he's from,
And a student that you are in the same
Yes.
class with.
but you are
Obviously.
struggling, so you will be easily influenced.
Exactly.
All right, and once you are introduced, and your mind is washed away, and then it's that you have to make sure that you succeed. No one will help you.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
you don't need to depend on anyone. You need to make it yourself.
Exactly.
those
once-
motivational quotes.
Yes, and these are the things that get them, because we easily trust. All right, as youth we easily trust, and we are very ignorant.
So true.
So I read a story, and the story was like, after SHS, they were 3 boys, and they decided to work on themselves with regards to getting money easily and like getting rich as fast as possible. And so I actually read this story on Jodel. Yeah, I'm on Jodel, so some of these sensitive stories, it keeps on coming to my way just like that. And those stories, before someone will come and spill their story out from onset, like from what happened, which means there is an outer of truth there, maybe about 70% or more than 70% of truth there. And so this is the story. A guy actually, in fact 3 guys, they decided to be rich, and then omoko baby, and then blah 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 blah, and after that there are 3 family members from them died.
Each.
One
3 family
each,
members each.
no, one from each party. So one of the guy's sister died, and he wasn't ready for her sister because they were 2. And then her sister died
Because of him.
because of him. In fact, I don't want to start the story like that. I bet check maybe I make on a bet check, because the story it is coming in front of me, like I'm coming to read it to you. In fact, when they went there, the man told them to come one by one and then ask them who is dear to you in your family. And when they heard that, because they have been seeing it on TV, like movies, like in fact African movies, Nigerian movies, Ghanaian movies, they try to depict to us that when you go, this is what they will ask you, and then this is what will happen, and exactly the same thing happened. And then the man asked them, "Are you actually ready? Go and come back, and let me see if you are ready." They went away, came back in 1 hour time, and they said they are ready. Who are you? Who can you sacrifice for? And it was like a roar like that. Who can you sacrifice? Because right now that you say you are ready, you are not turning back, because if you turn back, you are going to
Go mad.
also
That's the
certain
point.
things.
That's
Yes.
the point.
And so they said one will say list the number of your family members down, and then they will list the people. They like all of them, they keep on listing like that, and then they went away. After 3 days, one called the other that my sister died, and one said the other 2 said, "Me, I've not seen anything." After another 3 days, my mother died. After another 3 days, one brother died, and was like that. And so they follow the rituals, and now they are very rich. They are fuckingly rich. And then they are saying that sometimes you will see people who are rich without anything. they actually want, one of them who posted it actually want to stop because of the things that he is seeing at the age of 30. Although they started this at SHS, but he has gotten to 30 years, which means it has traveled. Sometimes we see in the movies like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and all that. It has traveled. Let's say if you were even in 20 and it is 30 years, maybe 10 years right now. And so I know that this person has enjoyed, but onto what enjoyment would you enjoy at the expense of your mother dying? And these three guys are saying that they are not being able to go to their house. In fact, they are lost. And they don't know when to go to the house, because when they go to the house, the mother has told them that when they go to the house, everything will just backfire like that.
So they've neglected their family.
They've neglected their family for their money, and even apart from neglecting their family, they have killed one from each family. You see, this is how Ghana is. In fact, this is how Ghana has grown to become. The youth of today, I don't know what they are expecting in life. What it can happen to anyone, as you rightly said, but the forces onto which it happens, and when you get the guts to go to the ritual person to start a journey like this, which means that there is an external force pushing you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And sometimes I think that it is because they don't go to church, or they don't church in the right way. Because where do you church, Kaka?
Pentecost.
Where do you church?
Christ Embassy.
So Pentecost and Christ Embassy, I believe that if you're a staunch member or if you're a Christian, no external force will touch you like go and get rituals, because you know where to start from,
as well as
how to do
sounds.
exactly. As well as Muslims, as well as anybody else.
Exactly.
In fact, I don't think Muslims or even Judaism or any other kind of religion will tell you to go and kill your mother for money. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes.
So where I want to drive my conversation and where I want to drive my points to, will emanate this question like, if you are to kill your family member, recently, those who are not seeing me, go to Facebook and you can see me. Recently, I'm wearing black because I'm supposed to bury my father on 4th June, and someone jokingly said to me that you have made your father die like that instead of you try. It was joke. Yes, the person is a Christian, but sometimes they used to joke on certain things like that, and I wasn't bored. But it is something, if you are not a Christian, if you don't take care, and then obi on name change, because said, nah, I can also do that, because this thing is even becoming normal. Do you understand? So the person said, you want my papa went to me for Nigeria. You understand? Which means this thing is actually becoming normal.
But if that person is pushed a little, the person can do it.
Yes.
For the person to have that idea in their mind.
You see?
Yes.
If a force just pushes the person can go.
Exactly.
For you to think like that alone, you can do it. But
I would like to
add
add
one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the causes, especially as students, like that can cause.
So right now we've talked about our parents.
Yeah, being a cause.
Being a cause, okay.
Getting rich, eager to get rich, also being a cause. But as students, one thing that can make someone get you and then get your abduction is low security on campus.
Low security.
Yeah, low security.
Wait, right there, we'll talk about the low security on campus, and then in fact, right now, I've seen a communique around from Ghana that they're trying to fasten the belt of the security agencies around, and in fact we will talk about this. But if you want to join us onto this conversation, just send your reviews, your comments 0575 943 943 0575 943 943. Stay right there with us. The Lapia guy will take us next, and then very soon
Are you hungry or craving for a delicious brunch, lunch or supper? Looking for the place where you get the best and affordable yam chips with crispy gizzard, banku and tilapia, potato chips with gizzard to eat? Then the Tilapia Guy is the right place for you. We serve you with the best delicious meals at a cool and affordable price. Locate us in Kuti, in front of Developer Hostel on the Flint Hostel Road, KNUST. The Tilapia Guy serves brunch, lunch and supper to all students, lecturers, families, and friends in and around campus. We also take orders for general parties, funerals, birthdays, weddings, and engagements. You can reach us on 0594 649 557 or 0244 774 213. You can also follow us on IG and all social media platforms at The Tilapia Guy. The Tilapia Guy, home of affordable banku and grill tilapia.
Vancouver. Shishina Vancouver. And the anime and she me G3 1 2 minutes by me pepe.
Yeah.
This is 94.3.
Yes,
FM.
of course. This is 94.3 FM, and you're still listening to the Counselor's Corner, which is brought to you by the PA Counselors of KNUST. My name is Gila Official, and of course, my finance producer. I always use the word finance. I'm quite a fine man, in fact. Was also here with me in the name of Stephen and Counselor. So delving through the topic on the search of abductions here in Ghana, and actually for some point in time, Ghana is actually having this problem so many, and it's becoming rampant. It is becoming rampant. Last 3 days ago, last 4 days ago, and in fact, it keeps on going on and on and on like that. We need to talk about it, and so far, for you listening to me, I know that you're also getting something educative from it. I believe that by the end of our conversation, you will know your steps to do yourself, and then your steps to how to talk to other people, as well as how to be a sound Christian. So, because if you're a sound Christian, I'm not sure, a sound Muslim, I'm not sure these things will come your way. So quickly, let's delve into our conversation. My panelists, before we went, we were talking about the security. Araba, in fact, you're talking about the security aspect, which may, at some point in time, can also contribute to the factors that causes all these things that we are talking about. I want you to come in well, delve into it well.
Okay, so as I was saying, I said low security. With the instance of the girl he was giving right now at the whatever technical.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm sure she was probably off campus, because on campus security is high. If there's high security like on the various like outside campuses where students live, I think some of these problems can be kept, because right now everyone is at risk. Like, you just don't know. Someone can just catch you, not you, but someone can just catch you and then just do you anything. And this matter of security, I don't know if something can be done about it. Those going for agenda or anything, if you can really like take this thing up off campus security. Hey, small girl like me, when I was in second year, someone almost raped me. Small girl like me.
Share with us.
Hey, I was working like somewhere.
Wow.
Like, no, seriously. Like,
It's a serious issue.
it's a serious issue. Like, because if there was to be like, the security is like, they're focused on only campus.
Okay.
At least, there are students at Gaza, there are students at Kote, there are students at wherever. So at least some vantage points there, at least security must be there. I know I have KNUST security's number on my phone. When I came for orientation, they gave it to me. If not other persons come to do me something, come to
That is why you are called Obedu, yes.
Obedu was in there, I said it was God who saved me. I was in my body, hard girl. And someone came to pass and I shouted, and the person came to save me.
Exactly.
If not that
was your angel.
Hey!
You're not a hard girl, I know. And these are rampant here on campus here in KNUST. But I don't want us to talk about KNUST only, because Focus FM is actually everywhere. And then these abductions of the youth is mostly circled on students.
Yes.
And then university students, because
Yes.
right now they are not in the house. And won't move around just like that. So that's
we are really at high risk.
Let me touch on something.
Okay.
I think we are so ignorant. We don't want to search on information. We don't want to listen to some of these stories and then learn from them, because we feel we can never be victim to it.
Yes.
All right. So most university students feel that once it hasn't happened to my family member, why it's not going to happen to me. I'm safe.
It's true.
All right. And because of that notion in our minds, we tend to ignore various signs,
so many things
that threaten our security. All right. So if I feel that I'm safe, nothing like that. This technical university, Cape Coast University,
girl.
yeah, issue that happened. I mean, it could have happened to
Anybody
anyone
at
else.
all.
You get it. But because we feel that we might not fall a victim, we will not take measures like having the security numbers on our phones.
How many people that I had?
All right. So we will tend to ignore some of these things. Now there was this instance where on campus, all right, our school Vodafone, the dean of students sometimes sends information about certain things like, okay, when someone approach you on campus
And it's asking about the school.
and
direct
asking
them to
about the
administration.
school, or wants you to clarify something, or says that follow me to this place and come and clarify something for me, come and help me with my work, please
Direct them.
direct the person to the dean of
Exactly.
students.
Kaka, hold your balls. My producer, if you are here, please search for this for me. The KNOC security has sent us a certain flyer addressing the security that we are supposed to put for ourselves and all that. There is a flyer that the circulation line has sent. Search for me so that we can actually.
And the
send it
URL
to
too
them.
has said it so many times.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you don't know somebody, don't talk to the person about
So
it.
this is actually a media. So,
So our
send
school
it to me so that I
Vodafone
can.
SIM
share.
is meant for all those things. So
Exactly.
if you don't have your school Vodafone as a student on K University campus, please do put it on. All right,
Exactly.
Insect, because you are going to be receiving information from that. And then I also noticed one thing: how many times do we visit the school website to check on security tips? They are there.
So is the
They are
security
there.
tips I'm
So
talking about. Yeah.
these things, as you said, working. I believe she was alone at that point.
Yeah.
When she
Oh,
was
Charlie.
working. Yes. So and one of the tips that was given is that
Don't
we
work
should
alone.
not work alone.
Alone.
What
It's
if you
very
don't have anyone
important.
to escort you?
Not only do you not work alone, but make sure that where you are working
The distance. Check
is
it.
not dim. As in there is light.
Exactly.
Okay.
But there was
Don't-
like there. oh.
Don't don't ignore the fact that okay, once there is darkness, it's an opportunity.
Exactly.
Now the issue with the
lady.
Cape Coast girl,
Yeah.
okay, the residents where her body was dumped,
Yeah, it was
the
the
rest
best place.
yes, the residents were like they're having faulty or malfunction street lights. Now that helps you to see that what there is the need the you don't downplay the
Darkness. Exactly.
And
because
students today, they are so
useful.
careless.
It's useful to the criminals or those who perpetrate these barbaric acts.
Exactly.
All right.
Let me come in.
Yes. Please.
Students of today, they are so careless in the sense that students really don't mind going out at 11. Like, they feel like they're walking around. So, one,
They are okay.
they're okay. Me, I first was like that. I can't.
Actually, it can happen to anybody.
Literally, I feel like now one who do me something. Let me just if I want to go somewhere, nothing can stop me. I'll go to them.
Yes.
But
Yes.
then thinking about it, I feel like it's very very risky.
Yes.
Like
Very risky.
for you to walk around and feel like oh. Even recently on the Mecca Road, a girl was stabbed in her palm for her phone and her laptop. Even on campus.
Look at
On the
even
Mecca
on
Road.
campus.
Sorry to say this, but then sometimes there are even security around, but then they are asleep. And then me like this, if I go and distract you asleep, I feel like my house. Me if I'm sleeping and wake me up, you've caused me headache.
One thing we also have to assess is that you are your own security.
Yes.
In as
Yeah,
much
first-
as there are security people around, they are also humans and they can sleep. Yes. Well, breath from morning to evening.
Yes.
So the person can sleep. So you are your own security.
You shouldn't be walking around at that time. So the first security tip is yourself.
Exactly.
So we really have to be security conscious, all right? And then I have this problem, Ghanaians, we easily trust.
Okay.
I think I mentioned it earlier. Okay, we easily trust. One of my lecturers said this. Okay, you ask a Ghanaian, do you know Stephen in cancer? And then the roommates will be like, oh, the guy who is in engineering is who is doing offering
easily
engineering,
sell out.
and then he'll be like, oh, the guy who is in KPC, he walks around, but he will come like around this 10 o'clock. He will come. So this is the where I have a problem with
Ghanaians
how
easily give information.
yes,
Sure.
we usually give information. We'll give history about the person, what the person has, okay, where the person is. Meanwhile, this person, we don't know the person. All right.
But sometimes when you don't give information, they see you as choosy. So I met a guy 2 days ago. I said my name is Arba. Then he asked me, what's my surname? And I said, Arba is what you need
Look
to
at
know
you.
for now. I said, that's what. I asked me, where do you stay? I was like, as time goes on, if I feel comfortable exposing where I live to you, he started branding me. And I would share on him. You see your body.
My angers are what you're when I far away.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So if you knock on my door,
Uh-huh.
all right. If you knock on my door, all right. What I'll ask you, who are you looking for? Okay.
Yes.
Then you be like, I'm looking for Stephen in cancer, my roommate, right? I'll be like, why are you asking? Okay, who is asking for Stephen in cancer? You see, questions like that.
And then even when my roommate is there, I say, are you expecting somebody?
Yes.
We shouldn't downplay any type of
And
question
you know
at
that
first.
mostly those people who are how do I say it? They are criminals. They get defensive when you ask them too many questions.
Yes.
The guy told me that do you have a problem trusting people? I said that's not up to you to come and ask me if I have a problem trusting. It's up to me to deal with my trust issues. But then you don't have a right to ask me where's my hostel. I said I won't tell you. You are branding me.
This is
Yes.
94.
So we are still here. This is of course 94.3 FM. We are still here with Councillors Corner. Today's program, in fact, today's topic is a very hard topic. That is why you can hear us, all of us talking like that. In fact, with security issues here on campus and other campuses, in fact, and other regions in Ghana, even people who are watching me from Facebook will attest to the fact that Ghana has actually a poor security. And then we talked about our family members, in fact our parents, asking us how we had that asset that we are holding, because you can't just go to your house one day and then, in fact, some people here in KNYC even don't send their cars home. It is we know
We see you all.
we see you all. Greetings to all of you, you understand. But I am trying to put away on record that campus here and then off campus there is a good security here on campus than off campus, and so anyone listening to us who can help us strengthen the security off campus, please try as much as possible to do what you can. And yes, a time be I yes already at time sick and they come children's home. So at time when they come children's home. These we also, the security is also a part of your social responsibility. And I think that if you do that too, God will bless you. So just quickly, let me just give you this. So this is coming from KNOS, of course, KNOS Security Service, examination security tips. You know, it is few time for us to write exams. In fact, some people have even started, the health students have even started. Kudos to them, good luck to them. But it is very, very appropriate and for us to give you the security tips if you have not come across this, because it will help you and it will help our conversation as well. So one, the KNOS Security Service are telling us to avoid use of dark places and footpath. Avoid use of dark places and footpath. Right now that we are writing an examination, I understand that you may be holding your laptop from the library to your home or to your hostel, and then walk on the library around 10-11 p.m. These people know that you have asset, you have things on you. You all see for money, they'll come and collect your things. They'll send you away. And even talking about the abduction, this is the time for them to get you, because KNS's library is being open 24/7, and so you feel that library around 12:1 you want to come home. Now you take your boat or your Uber and then it's alight to you in front of your hostel. So if I won't call them to alight to you in front of your hostel. And obviously, if these people are there, they will come and take you away.
The boats, you must be careful.
Even the boats that we are taking.
Complained of the boats driver trying to repair.
Look at this.
Yeah,
so that one too, I feel like.
Let me finish and then we come on. So number 2 is that don't leave electronic gadgets and bags in anyone's care. Obviously here, if you are going to your library or if you are going to your study room, don't leave your gadgets or study room and badge me key and I may buy my friend never another man. No, don't do that. Sometimes people can be careless if their things are not theirs. So number 3 is avoid the use of earphones in dark areas. Oh dear day. You are walking alone in that area. Also, earphones. When someone is prompting you, how can you even see? Move in pairs or groups during the night. In fact, night start from 6. I'm telling you, here in KNWC, night start from 6, because at 7 p.m. people start to move into their rooms. People start, especially during the examination time, people start to go to their study rooms and libraries. And so night start at 6. It always says, and then you will not see many people around. Walk in pairs. avoid walking alone. People, they will take your organ away. Now, moving forward, always lock your doors at the hostels or halls. Lock your doors, lock your hostels. Try and tell your hostel porter that you are 3 in a room. You can't use that one key. They should try and do something about it. Give you that 3 key so that you can share it among yourself. You know that anytime that you are coming, you have right access to your room without going anywhere, because if something lost, you will go to the you don't have anybody to blame. Avoid talking to strangers. That is what we were talking about today. Avoid talking to strangers. People will ask you of your name, ask you of your friend's name, ask of your roommate's name for what? Just bullshit. Try and move away without telling this person. And then last but not the least, don't send electronic gadgets and valuables to examination centers. Like what? Like the laptop, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, valuables.
Because sometimes you leave your bag outside.
So thank you very much, my producer, for allowing me to give this to them. We are still talking on the surge of abduction on the youth. This quick story was with my last 2 years, my church mates who got her organs taken away. In fact, I was so upset. I saw it with my naked eye. Yes, when she was stamped in the bush and then she was brought to yes, it was bad. I'm still seeing the picture right now, and then it can happen to anybody at all. Please, you are your own security. 1, 2, I want us to quickly talk about, we are closing very soon, but I want us to quickly talk about the fact that you know someone who's a scammer, but you are still playing that meerkat with the person. You know that this person in your class is doing rituals. Sometimes it is this calming, this fraudsters will grow into become money rituals, because also the baby piano. So what's your say? So let's talk about this, please, my panelists. What is your elaborations on the fact that I am Francis and I have a friend who is Ajiman, and then Ajiman is doing scamming here in school because Ajiman has bought a car, Ajiman is even building right now, and then this is what he used to do. I have no sense in getting into his business, but what do I do if I find this person as a friend?
Alright, so
I think I'll start.
Okay.
Okay, so
Come in.
situation that you have, you say, what do you do if you find like
Yes, exactly. If this person is actually my friend.
Sometimes you can't just go and confront them like
Okay.
upfront. That's why you have the counselors around.
Exactly.
They know how to go about things.
Exactly.
So I think in this situation you should just
Exactly.
find a counselor knows how to call the person. So if you don't know how to talk to the person, and try to kind of like distance yourself a bit from the person, because you may not know how it will affect you.
Okay.
But then once you are with someone, you take something from them, you don't know until you leave them. That's when you realize that you took this attitude from them. Them words are like seeds you are planting inside you. Words are like seeds. So they say it and then it keeps on watching. Gradually you become like them.
Exactly.
If it's either they become like you or you become like them. And looking at those people, sometimes their influence is so high. As it says, sometimes
Because they're getting money.
So the influence is so easy. If you know that your spiritual life is not strong, I beg you.
Stay here somewhere. So Obi bro, stay here somewhere.
Quickly before I touch on the topic, please, I would like to say that if anyone will be returning to their hostels and is picking a boat, okay, or any of the services, transport services, please do well to be taking pictures of the plate of the car.
Yes.
Okay,
And
always
share your
take
location
and share your
with a
location.
trusted
Make sure your roommates know where you are going to. Okay, before
Especially when you are late, when you are coming in late.
especially when you know you'll be late.
Okay.
And then please, as you already touched on, please always lock the door. Now, what I would like to say about the living with fraudsters is that once you are with them, probably you feel that it's becoming normal. All right.
Okay.
Everyone is doing it, and as I said earlier, it's now termed as a hustle. So they will tell you la hustle.
Yes,
sir.
Yes. So which translates to mean that if you don't hustle,
You would die.
you will die. it's not false, right? It's logical. It makes sense. If you don't hustle, you die.
Exactly.
That's why we learn. All right. But this is an easier way to make money. Okay. It's so lucrative, attractive.
Exactly.
But one thing for sure, as you mentioned, when the money is not coming, you resort to what's a higher form to make sure that. And one thing is that I'm a Christian. I would like to say that the devil is not a fool.
Exactly.
All right. So once he gets you committed, and it's that
normal.
you bring people, so you harvest people parts, kill people, and then you bring all of them. At the end of the day, he will demand yourself.
Yes.
So he just wants to use you as an accessory.
The devil
Okay.
never
At the end of the
gives
day.
anything free.
At the end of the day, when he's done with you being as an accessory, then what? He drags you yourself.
Exactly.
So please, nothing is for free. So if someone is a scammer on campus, please, as my colleague finally said, you can it's something serious.
Exactly.
So you can go behind the person. This is something you can actually even go behind the person.
Yes.
And
for the
let the
person's
authorities know. So if
It's a counselor.
it's a crime. All right, let the person. So in a case where you are able to interrogate this person as your friend, please let the person know that it's a crime. Fraud is a crime under Ghana law.
Exactly,
All right,
exactly.
and the school will deal with you when they find out that what you are involved in what fraud. They won't consider the fact that you are a KNUSC student.
Well, fraud is a crime. In fact, so this is this topic will never end if we keep on talking. In fact, it is a serious topic, and then we can't finish talking about it. But all what we want to communicate to you is the fact that you need to be your own security. You need to tell people on what they are doing, and then you that who are doing it, you also have to resign it, because anything can happen. When the devil is asking for your friend, tomorrow he will ask for yourself. You understand? Before we go, I'll let them say their last words. In fact, we have exams just next week, I know, and then we are all tired. I mean, speaking from I'm kind of brother. In fact, I'm having a headache. You understand? You can even hear from how I am speaking, but it's all because of your good. We had to delve into what we are doing very well. It took us through the whole day for us to have this conversation in this just an hour to you. So maybe yes, my producer has whispered into my ears, maybe next week wouldn't be coming because of the examination, but then we are still here with you, the counselors, in fact the peer counselors, they are still here with you. You can call us through so many, you can reach us through so many social media, at KNUST at what PA_C_KNUST, right? Sure. So PA_C_ KNUST on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and so many other social media platforms. We are here for you. My name remains Gala Official. Yes, the Grassage people are here. I saw your messages. In fact, I'll be reading them. I saw some 3 or 4 messages. I'll be reading them to you. But before then, let's make them read. Tell us their last words before they leave, and then I'll come and read your messages to you. So from Kaka, just a minute. Your final words.
Okay. So it's high time we all take our security into our own hands. The school will do their best. I believe they are doing their best.
Okay.
Let's be security conscious.
Okay.
Let's keep an eye on each other.
Exactly.
And especially during this examination time. I wish everyone the best, and I hope that at the end of the day we'll all be able to say successfully that we've been able to complete KNUST without anything happening, without anybody harvesting our parts.
Exactly. Nobody will harvest our part in Jesus' name. Amen. So,
Okay, so as he said, the first security tip is yourself. So take good care of yourself. We need you. If nobody needs you, me alone, I need you for Ghana. Okay?
Exactly.
So take good care of yourself, and then all the best in all your endeavors. Study smart, not hard. Studying hard doesn't do anything. Study smart, and then come out with flying colors. Yes, a big shout out to Martin and everybody. Yes, all the best.
All the best.
True love, they are the fine. Baddest girl at the line. She knows something at the mind.
So that was an hour conversation with you right here on Focus 94.3 FM. It's obviously your favorite show, The Counselor's Corner. We came here to talk about the surge in abduction of youth sexual organs and our interactions with scammers. Of course, I had with me here Kaka. Kaka happens to be a KPC counselor and of course the organizer of the peer counselors here in KNUST. I also have the only finest girl in KNUST also here with me. The name of Araba. We all delve through what we had for you in fact the topic, the surge in abduction of youth sexual organs and the interaction with scammers. Of course, I won't go away without acknowledging the serious work of my producer. There's the producer in the name of Stephen Nkansa who's doing everything. Apart from January to here, he has done everything that you deserve to have as far as Focus 94.3 FM's PA Counselor Show is concerned. So we'll be ending right now as the grassroots hour people are coming. If you didn't have all the things that we came to do here, just go to Focus 94.3 FM on Facebook and then you'll be able to get the content rightly. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
This love, no joke.
This is 94.3 FM.